Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens.
On the set. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Here I go. Here I go. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. He's coming.
Off play action. It's stick. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch QB drop. Watch the edge. Kill, 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 kill.
On second down, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know we're... are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
On the double. 40 for Mike. Roll out. General West. Do. Ready.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his second. On the board here in this first quarter. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them in there.
They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Johnson, he'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down now, it's Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to go play action now with Stick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
70, Indy. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Some got man.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Dancing to his left.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ty Long now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Check. Fair. Undercrush. Greystone, travel.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15, line. 54.
On play action, they'll throw. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Get it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Stick, complete. It's Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it's complete. Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Switch. 80 weapons. We got double up. Shoot.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
He's checking.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Andrews. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Jackson from the shotgun, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man Johnson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Stick.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Stick. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. He's still fighting forward. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 outlaw. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Check 24. Check 24. Check it back. Check it. Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we do.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 16, Stick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
40's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Slam, slam. Hit it.
From the 38, stick for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, crouch out.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run it here with Gordon. Oh, nice move. There goes Melvin Gordon, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Tight end's right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Don't let 89. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Stick from the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Come on, set, 8, read. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Benjamin's got it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Rush in.
Now Gordon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.